We got Blueface appearing in court. Let's take a listen.
With people at the strip club, Mr. Porter was not involved in that fight. And what happened later was Mr. Trailer went to his vehicle and then drove very slowly up to a group of people who he felt had aggrieved him in the fight and rolled down his window and displayed a firearm, causing other people to jump back. And then he sped into a group of people, ended up hitting a woman and hitting other cars, and then took off. And that's at the moment
Wow.
when the conduct from our client occurs. So
Just imagine you in the car, you get into a little altercation, you drive off, you hit somebody, and drive off. What? Man, you done hit a record charger.
while I'm not here to minimize it, doubt, but there is a lot from Mr. Trailer that led up to this, and I think the court should also be aware Mr. Trailer is suing Mr. Porter, the nightclub. The nightclub is being sued by the woman who got hit by Mr. Trailer. I mean, there is a lot of moving parts here.
There's a lot going on with this case. A lot of people getting sued. You got the women suing the nightclub. What else she said?
But Trailer, the nightclub, a lot from Mr. Trailer that led up to this, and I think the court should also be aware Mr. Trailer is suing Mr. Porter, the nightclub. The nightclub
Trailer suing the porter in the nightclub.
Club is being sued by the woman who got hit by Mr. Trailer.
As I said earlier.
I mean, there is a lot of moving parts here. But then Mr. Trailer met up with friends over at Town Center in a parking lot, didn't call the police. He was in his employer's work truck, and he must have realized
Wow. The more she talked, the worse this story gets. Not that he was in the employer truck. Let's keep going.
the next day that he needed to explain why he got into an accident and hit these other cars in his employer's work truck, and only then did he decide to make a police report. And he did have some kind of a graze wound on his hand. Again, no one here to minimize that. I think the court needs to understand that there's a dynamic here. I think because of the civil litigation, Mr. Porter's probably going to opt not to address the court, but I'll let him decide that. The negotiation is reasonable given the circumstances of this case. The other incident that Mr. Ports references has to do with taking a cell phone from a woman, and that is who was filming him, and the woman was actually punched by a female colleague of Mr. Porter's. But again, not trying to minimize.
There's a lot going on, I'll tell you that.
As you know, we didn't come in here to minimize. We came in here to say that the negotiation is reasonable and the court should follow it. He does live in California and will be seeking interstate compact transfer under the interstate compact agreement. We believe that an underlying sentence of 12 to 36 months is appropriate versus the state's position of 4 to 10. There is no restitution request in this case. I noted from the...
What y'all think? Y'all think Blueface should be let free? Do the 2 years? Or possibly face 4 to 10? Drop it in the comments.
Probation report, and I assume that's because Mr. Trailer is going to pursue his remedies in some civil suit. And it does appear that Mr. Porter has credit time served for 22 days by my read of the probation report. So we would ask that the court. I don't think that there's any opposition to the order out. I thought that the strip corridor ended at Sahara.
I did too, and that's why I was
Yeah.
curious to see if there was a separate order related, because I think what the focus is if he's gonna be.
Do y'all realize what this case made it at? This case has made it on Law and Crime. So that's pretty national. It's a pretty big case here because, for one, Blueface is involved. So, and he's been involved with Rock, and as we know, as we all should know, if you don't know, Miss Krishan Rock has gotten Blueface tatted on her face again. So, but what y'all think? Y'all should he be free? Should he do 2 to 4 years, 4 to 10 years? Drop it in the comments.
Interstate compacting, obviously,
Right.
Limited issue there, but if he's going to be here and sort of those environments might be not appropriate during the probation.
Right.
I understand the ask, I just wanted to see how it covered it. And they know that they've changed it somewhat recently, and I don't have a copy of it here. That's why
I mean, if you wanted to include it to strip corridor to the 95, that's fine. I think you could just say it that way. I just don't think that the traditional order out region covers downtown.
But he's not otherwise seeking to not have an order out or be employed in those areas.
I know this is a little bit off topic, but y'all think when Blueface get out of jail, y'all think he gonna be faithful to Krishan Rock, or y'all think he gonna be going back and forth with both his baby mamas? Do y'all think it's gonna be the same stuff? Leave it in the comments.
Or anything like that.
We're not opposing it. He doesn't live here, and it's fine, and that's fine.
Ms. Reporter, is there anything that you would like to say on your own behalf today? I appreciate that you have the other matter pending, but it's up to you entirely. This is your opportunity to say something, but there's certainly no harm. Okay. Ms. Reporter's going to just.
Well, he chose not to say anything. Y'all think that was a smart move? Drop it in the comments.
To speak on his own behalf today.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I forgot. Ms. Wildeveld is reminding me. There's one thing in the PSI that's not accurate.
Okay.
In the criminal history, it shows that there's a restraining order. That was dismissed.
Which page are we looking? 3 or 4?
Yeah, I think.
You want to make his background as clear as possible. The less points, the better.
Page 4. It's
At the bottom of the page.
It's at the very bottom, supplemental information.
I want to take time out to tell y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.
In any way, for today's purposes,
Okay.
primarily focusing